Bowers Game Corner presents Gencon Video Bonanza 2015. Brought to you by Gatekeeper Games, makers of The King's Armory, Thunder Track, the new sequel to Turbo Rally Card Racing, and the generous support of our Kickstarter backers.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza Blowout Explosion. We are live at Gen Con 2015, well, at our hotel at the moment. And I'll be talking about a game we got a chance to play last night. First, I want to mention our awesome sponsors down below. Be sure to check them out. But last night, we got a chance to play out the upcoming Scythe from Stonemaier Games. And we were in for a treat. It was actually voted one of the most anticipated games of 2015. We got a chance. We sat down. We played about half the game. Didn't get to finish it just because it was a bit on the lengthier side, and then people around us kind of wanted to quit. But in Scythe, essentially, it's like a dystopian past kind of thing where two countries went to war originally, is what the story's based on. Russia and Poland went to war, and they have like animals that are their compatriots, and there's mechs from World War I that come into play, and you're harvesting. It's a little bit like a Euro meets a mech game. There's combat, but there's not so much combat that it's really going to kill you if you lose a battle. You just have to retreat. It's got a Euro with some flavor. There's definitely flavor there. There's definitely theme there. Lots of different ways to win, as many Stonemaier games are. Numerous paths to victory. Essentially, you're going to have to get 6 stars on 6 accomplishments, but I think there's like a lot. There's like 12, 16 accomplishments. There's a lot of accomplishments. So you can really try to go at the game any particular way you want to. You want to focus on getting your mechs out there and maybe starting to control some area. You want to try and get all your meeples out there. You want to focus on just collecting cards, hoarding cards, going on adventures because there's special adventures you go on. Gorgeous artwork. What are my thoughts on the game, though? My initial impressions are wow. I think Stonemaier Games is another home run here. It was a blast. I mean, there was just one thing I really liked about the game was its simplicity. Well, there is going to be a little bit of a bump going into the entry curve because there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of symbology on there of like what the different symbols are and the resources. It was still a very simple game because on your turn, you only took one action, and if you had the goods, potentially 2 actions, and those were very simple to see. Like it's like you take this action, and then if you have the goods, you take this action on the bottom, and then your turn's over. But that sounds really simple, and it is really simple, but at the same time, the order you decide to do different turns, and you can't do the same action twice, really crazy. Not to mention everything is asymmetrical. That was another thing that I really liked. Just everything from your special abilities to your mech's powers to your character's powers to how much things cost to how easy it was for you to acquire money was just completely asymmetrical, which was awesome. The artwork was absolutely gorgeous. The prototype miniatures they had there were fantastic looking already, and I am excited. I think this is the first game Stonemaier Games has done with components, and they're slowly but surely making a name on their components. I mean, you go check out that Tuscany box, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, I have a feeling Scythe is going to be a huge hit when it comes to Kickstarter later this year. I'm pretty sure I'm getting a copy to do a pre-Kickstarter review, so I am very excited to check that out, dig into it deeper, and that is Scythe from Stonemaier Games. So far, it is Wednesday, my game of the show. Granted, it's not out yet, but wow, thoroughly floored by that game. So that was Scythe from Stonemaier Games. Be sure to check it out when it hits Kickstarter if it looks like it might be for you. Also, be sure to check out our awesome Kickstarter supporters down there, our sponsors. They made it possible so we come here and we can pump out these videos to you guys. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
Bowers Game Corner presents Gencon Video Bonanza 2015. Brought to you by Gatekeeper Games, makers of The King's Armory, Thunder Track, the new sequel to Turbo Rally Card Racing, and the generosity of these great companies. They support us, go support them.